What is going on YouTube? Today we are going to do what we can in terms of trying to prepare you to build out both Robin Sombrero and Aventurine Wave Flare. And what is actually very beneficial in the 4.5 patch is there isn't going to be any new relics or any new ornaments. So it makes the process of building out these characters with the appropriate sets and subsets that you would ideally want much easier in preparation for either character or if you plan on getting both. So jumping right over here to the game, we are going to be looking first at Robin Sombrero simply because of the fact that she is going to be the phase 1 character. Next video we will be talking about Aventurine Wave Flare. So what set would Robin ideally want to have? Well, there's a couple key stats that Robin specializes in that we need to look at because of the fact that it allows her to gain vibes much quicker and the stat that she scales off of. So ignore the fact that I have Gilgamesh here because currently at the time of this recording, both Robin and Aventurine Wave Flare, not regular Aventurine, are not here in order for you to quickly optimize what traces and relics and ornaments sets you are going to want to be getting. So looking at relic sets for Robin, what would be the most optimal set that you want to get? Well, the most optimal set is actually going to be the World Making Deliverer, simply because of the fact that it's going to increase your crit rate by 8%, which is very nice. But the biggest thing here is when we look at the 4-piece. After the wearer uses a basic attack or skill, if the wearer's memo sprite is on the field, increases max HP of the wearer and their memo sprite by 24%. It increases all allies damage dealt by 15%, lasting until after the wearer's next use of the basic or skill. This is very key and important because if we jump over here, sorry about that, jump over here, go and look at Robin. What does she scale off of? Well, she scales off of max HP. You can see right there, and jumping to her key stats, everything is based off of vibes, right? And you want to make sure Robin is max HP because of the jumping down here, not the memo sprite's talent, but jumping down here to her talent is that if attack is higher for the character who allows Robin to gain vibes, it just increases their overall attack. If not, increases crit damage by 40% plus vibes times 0.5%, lasting for 2 turns. So you do not want a high attack Robin unless you want to test that out, which I will be testing both variations out. Ideally though, you want a Robin that does not have a lot of attack. You want most of those key stats to go into either the HP or the speed stat, allowing her to be faster, allowing her to get her skill more frequent uses. Because if we jump over here and look at the skill, it's Someone's Bessie. If any among the Summer Songbirds is already on the field, restores its HP by amount equal to 100% of the max HP and gains 6 vibes. Getting that vibes is extremely important because it allows you to get more of the songbirds out onto the field. And once you have all the songbirds out on the field, you gain fever state and deploy the zone, which allows your teammates to ignore enemies' defense. So it is very, very pivotal and important that we have characters who are high damage dealing characters on the team with Robin, thus making it important that you focus on her HP stat and not so much the attack stat. And the other benefit of the World Making Deliverer set is that you allow a 15% damage increase for all allies on the field on top of what you're already getting with Robin, whether that be the attack increase if you want to go down that route, or if you get the crit damage increase on top of ignoring enemies' defense. So having this built into Robin is extremely important. So what exactly do you want to focus on when it comes to actually building? I mean, let me go ahead and go over to a remembrance character. So right here is a very good example. You have HP. Well, obviously HP is going to be the main stat here, and you can also see here that I've already started building up my stuff. So let's look at actually this right now. So this right here, I have HP, attack percent, which is not ideal. If you can just get a base attack increase, like I don't know, 110, 100 or whatever, like right here, 21, that is very good. The other thing you want to get is speed and HP percent if you are capable of doing that. So we need to look at the two key stats here with the relics wise. HP is very nice, it's very good, you know, it allows for more survivability for the character. However, it is better optimized if you can get, like, let's say something like this, very similar. You get a speed main stat for the boots, you get HP substats, and then perfect world, right? You can get crit damage and crit rate. It allows for Robin to do some damage with the memo sprites, you know, in a perfect world. We can see right here that yes, there is HP percent as the main stat. Again, it is not ideal, but it's something I want to try out to see, you know, if it's better optimized to run a little bit of a slower Robin in order to allow for more survivability and benefits for the memo sprites and allowing for them to live longer. And I also have the speed. Now, what exactly is going to be the key ornament set when it comes to Robin? We've already gone over the fact that the best set is going to be the world making deliver, and I have already said you want HP and speed. Crit rate and crit damage you can get, but ideally you want to focus on the speed and HP and not attack percent, because of the fact that you want to be able to provide that crit damage bonus increase instead of that attack increase. So looking over here to the ornaments, right? What exactly do you want to be running on a Robin Sombrerito? Well, the biggest thing is you want to maybe get something that allows for I don't know, some beneficial effects, right? That is going to be the absolute best. Obviously, you don't want anything that allows for attack increase. So the best thing, honestly, is probably just going to be the Amphoria set. It increases the wearer's crit rate by 8%, and while the wearer's memo sprite is on the field, increases all allies' speed by 8% and cannot stack. And I think this is probably going to be the best set. Let me just double check when it comes to her ultimate, because off the top of my head right now, I don't know 100% what the ultimate does. Advances action of one designated ally by 100%. Okay, that's fine. Regenerates energy. Energy is at 140, equal to 20% of their max energy, and then grants them the special guest effect. With special guests and their summoned attacks, additionally grant Robin 2 points of vibes. Very good, actually. So that's actually very, very, very important. So now looking at that, again, I still think the Amphoria set is good, allowing for a speed increase for everybody, so that means more frequent use of actions is very, very good. Another set that you would probably want to run is probably going to be the right here, the Sprightly Von Wax set. Probably butcher that name, but allows for energy regeneration increase. We've already gone over the ultimate. Getting one designated ally a 100% action increase allows them to just deal more damage inherently, and being able to grant Robin more vibes, that in turn allows them to do more damage, whether that be the attack increase or whether that be the crit damage increase. I think that is very, very good. And if their speed reaches 120 or higher, the wearer's action is advanced by 40% immediately upon entering battle. That's very good. Allows you to initially start getting vibes going. Getting that 6 vibes, getting the first songbird out is very, very important. So you have a very good base barometer in order to set the battle with the best optimization. So I think these are probably going to be the two sets, the Sprightly set and the Amphoria set. Obviously you have two different stipulations. You can either get everybody a speed increase by 8%. It might not seem like a lot, but it does add on top if you've already have other fast characters and depending on what teams you are running. Or you can go the route of the Sprightly set in order to boost the energy generation, damage increase for one ally. So I think those are the two best sets. Relic set, I think, is just going to stay the same for now. We could be getting a set in 4.6 that might be better for Robin, but currently right now I definitely think this is end all be all the best Relic set for Robin, mainly because of the 4-piece right here being able to increase everybody's damage dealt by 15% on top of what she's already capable of doing. And for the Ornament set, the Amphoria set I think is very good, and then the Sprightly set I also think is very good. It just depends on where you want to go in terms of, I mean, ultimately it really depends on what you want to do with the fact of the attack increase or the damage, the crit damage increase. I think the crit damage increase is probably going to be better for the ally that gives Robin the vibes, and keep in mind that is when an ally does damage or when an ally provides shields or healing for Robin, so just taking action. I think the crit damage is going to be better. Thus, saying that, then I want to say that this might be the better set in order to allow them to do more overall damage, more frequency of vibes increase, and all of that. But yeah, that's gonna be all for me, guys. Let me know what you think or plan on using to build Robin, or if you have any other comments about other sets that are going to be beneficial, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you within the next video.